Hey guys, just a really quick video today. I have a Husqvarna, what is it, a 22R in, and for me to get to the spark plug to test for spark, I have to take off 3 or 4 screws and then have to obviously get the plug wire off, get my spark tester on, struggle to see the spark in the light. It can be a bit frustrating. Occasions like this, I'll do a quick and dirty method, and let me show you what that is. First thing, of course, make sure your switch is on. And all you do from here is place your tachometer. Now, if you haven't got a tach, you don't need this one. I'm going to put a link in the description for one that's very affordable. And literally just pull the engine over, and if it gives you a reading, then you know you've got spark. That's it. It's that quick, that easy. You don't have to take off any nuts, any bolts. And just because we're on the topic of spark, I'll run through 2 of my favorite spark testers just in case you wanted an idea as to what to go for, and I'll put links in the description if you want to know where to get them from. The first one is by Trillium. It's called Spark Checker. I've actually done a review on this video, and I'll put a link in the description for that video so you can watch that. This is an inductive style, so you push this black lever forward and it hooks on to the HT lead itself. You then pull the engine over and it will give you one of 3 lights lit up depending on whether you've got weak, medium or strong spark. It's a great tester. It's quite expensive, but what it can do is give you a very quick way of just testing spark without having to take anything else apart. We couldn't use that today because I didn't have access to the HT lead, but it is good. It is a little bit expensive. If it's something that you feel like is worth the convenience of not having to fight to see spark, especially working on lawn mowers, I find it very, very good. They have a weaker coil, the spark is harder to see, and when you're trying to pull it over from one side of the lawnmower and stick your head around the other side to see this faint spark while this whole thing vibrates is challenging. That's where something like this is really useful. The second one is by Optima. It's called a PET 400 or 4000? 4000. Again, quite expensive, but I'm going to put links to both of these and a cheaper spark test, a very affordable one, should your budget be a little bit more conservative. So this one, you can test the strength of spark by opening up the gap. And if you are going to go for this style, I do recommend putting a boot on the end rather than this little clip that it comes with. Apart from that, it does the job very well. You can see spark. You might find in certain circumstances, like I explained with the mowers, it is a bit tricky to get everything in place and to go through that whole process. So you may want to invest in something slightly more expensive for inductive type, and then I'll put a very cheap one, which will do exactly the same job as this. You don't need to spend this much money, but it is just what I bought. It's what I went for, and I found it to work very, very well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'll catch you very, very soon. Right. And the customer's testing spark in instances where, like on this FS, and just while we're on the topic of spark,